Alright, so this is, actually I'm going to start recording. This is a performance-based application, so everything can happen live. But this is Adobe Character Animator, and we bring Photoshop and Illustrator art to life by allowing you to perform your character. Where's my magic wand? Ah, there it is! Alright, so I've conjured up our friend Red Monster here, and you'll notice that he's responding to the position, rotation, and scale of my head. When I look around, he does too. When I raise and lower my eyebrows, he does. If I blink, he blinks. And then if I smile or look surprised, he will too. So that's how you can control a character with your face. Let me just... Alright, I made him go away. Alright, what next? Oh, I set fire to something. Alright, so I'm going to move on to a different scene and kind of show you some physics-based animations. And what we have here is, once it loads up, we've got these fish, and there we go. So, did I get the right scene? Alright, well, I'm going to skip that scene because it does not look the way I expected. I think I deleted parts out of it. So I'm going to show you this guy again, only because I wanted to show this. Yeah, that's right. So, you can actually trigger arbitrary artwork. There was a poof that I showed you earlier. I'm going to show you the poof in another way. So we can trigger image sequences, we can trigger arbitrary artwork. In this case, this animation is just a hand-drawn thing. So it's not these, you don't have to just use the automatic rigged puppets, you can supplement them with traditional animation. So in this case, you know, he's got the poof and he turns into a werewolf. So I will show you some of the physics-based animations with this bunny guy. And it appears that he's being interrogated by Abraham Lincoln. So right here, you've got the bunny. You'll notice that the tassels on his ears are kind of swinging based on gravity, and you'll see that his ears are flapping a bit. All of these are parameterized, and you can adjust them in real time. You can record the adjustments, and this is all just a JavaScript behavior, so third-party developers should be able to extend the application to do things that we hopefully never even thought of. So in this case, you know, if I reduce the stiffness, you can see the ears are a lot. Oops, now that's pretty extreme. We also have this attachment strength, and this just always looks funny because you can actually have the ears literally fall right off his head. So I just think that's really cute. I will...
What's the integration like with After Effects?
So that's a really good question. I can kind of show you. So what we have here is the scene with the two fish guy, and I had, let me control one of them. So the reason it's white is we just have, you can use any Photoshop or Illustrator document as a background, and then we just have a couple colors you can use as generic backgrounds. But really what you're looking at is an alpha channel. So I can control one character. You'll notice that the fins are kind of floppy, and I can select the other character, and he's got, you know, the floppier fin. And here at Adobe, we've invented breathing fish, which people did not think was possible, but it sure is. That's another JavaScript behavior. But you were asking, you know, where do you go from here? How does this integrate with After Effects? We just export a ping sequence with alpha, and that's where you can composite further. So I took kind of those fish, and here is the actual export from Character Animator. And you see I have some bubble particles actually coming out of the fish's mouth. And then really this is just a scene, I think it came from Video Copilot, but it's an underwater scene, and the fish have been composited in here, and because we have the alpha channel, you can kind of continue your work right there. You could also put it into, say, Adobe Media Encoder and just spit out an H264 MP4 if you just... That is awesome. If you just want to... It's fantastic. I love this application because it's joyful, and when people get in front of it, like, they turn into kids. My kids will fight over it on the couch, you know, elbowing each other out of the way with a laptop.
Is it possible you can show that Photoshop template and how that works?
Yes. So I can show you. Would you like to see? So first I can start with, you know, kind of a populated template, or did you want to see the totally blank one?
Oh, it'd be good. Yeah, I mean, the totally blank one was interesting just from it's whatever you can put into it. Yeah.
So you're saying the blank one over this?
Yeah, the blank one over that, because there's this structure. The blank one comes as a template, does it?
I literally created this template a couple hours ago. So yeah, if I could create it in 5 minutes, then we should definitely ship with these. And this is just a floating head template, but which actually would work with the fish because there's no mesh distortion on the fish when you move around. But yeah, we should offer blank templates for characters. But I'm just going to show you super quick how easy it is to get started. And apologies for my art skills, but right now I've just selected the face layer, and that's actually not important. It's just a place to hold the eyes, nose. The head is very important. By having a head group, that's what the camera latches onto. But here I can go and create a big eyeball, and if I select this, I'm just going to draw a pupil. And what's important about that is we track the eye gaze, so the pupil will move around, but what's neat is it will actually use the size of that eyeball to restrict the movement. And then right here I can kind of just draw a blink layer, and then I'm just going to do that for the other side. So we've got the eyeball, another pupil, and again, like I mentioned, that eyeball layer is what restricts the pupil. So there's the blink layer, and when I blink, it'll automatically show that. And if I just do a neutral face and a surprised face and a big smile, then all I'm going to do is add the eyebrow and another eyebrow. And again, apologies for my art, but real Photoshop and Illustrator artists will be able to make something really in about the same amount of time, just have it look a lot better. So all of the rigging is automatically done based on those layer names. What was important was that it said left eyeball, and you could, so here I actually have that file. You could come in here and name these things to be the correct names, but because I named them the correct things, it's automatically rigged.
Do you have
so
the
if
control?
I just add this.
Sorry, do you have the control to change facial poses? You know, like you had a surprised, a neutral.
So I had a surprise and the neutral is just what shows all the time. Surprise and smile are the two that we've got working right now.
Okay.
You can arbitrarily, so here we go. Let me calibrate the webcam. So you'll actually see that, here we go. Oh man, what's wrong? It's not working.
Yeah, he's smiling, he's got that.
Oh, I think, let me refresh this scene. I think we've got a little performance problem. Oh, there he is. Oh, there we go. So the reason that didn't work is it's actually on the wrong head. So now it's on my head, so you can see that the position, rotation, and scale are working. If I smile, I look surprised, and the eyeballs, I look around, the eyelids move up and down.
Can you feed it another camera source?
So, yes, but I think what you're getting at is, can I use like a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema or something like that? Or like webcams?
No, I'm thinking that, you know, I have a voiceover artist. I want to use that voice.
Yes, so you can definitely do that.
So I want to record them, I want them to send their performance, and then I want to feed that performance to that character.
No, so it's coming through a video stream rather than the live
Whether it's
feed.
real time or whether it's later, I want to, you know, like, I watched this gentleman and he did the voice, that's fine, but maybe my voiceover artist and my actor are the same person, but they're not in the same location and they're not right here.
Yeah, so there's several ways to do that. At a really basic level, we can extract the visemes, the mouse shapes, from an imported audio file. So at that point, that solves that problem. But then, you know, how do you get the performance during that audio recording that you want? Let's say you have a very expressive actor that is able to do high quality. So at that point, if they're not going to be doing it live in front of the application, which is maybe the common case, this face tracking technology was added to After Effects, and we will allow you in After Effects to at that point, it will have all the guts, it'll export the keyframes, and we should be able to, we haven't implemented this yet, but at some point, just copy and paste from After Effects to this application. So you select this puppet, and, you know, just paste, and then you would actually get the face tracking performance.
But that's not coming in this, in version 1.
What's that?
That feature is not coming in version 1.
I won't say that, but I won't not say that. So it's unimplemented, and
so you're saying you just can't take, you just can't record the actor with a camera and audio and feed it into here. That won't.
I mean, I guess the way I would do it is I'd just put it on a television and aim a camera at that.
So actually, there is a worker, like we want to be able to support this natively, but you can use this application called Minicam that works on Mac and Windows, and then you could actually have the, you could just feed, it basically treats the video as if it was your webcam, so that's one way you could do it right now, but we will offer a solution to use that, probably using After Effects.
What does the editing of, when I watched you do this the first time, you were blinking and there was extra blinks that were being put in there. What is the editing of the actual keyframe data look like?
I'm sorry.
If I wanted to take something out, let's say that there was a mannerism, I had a twitch, I don't know, something.
Yeah.
I wanted to edit that blink out. What does the editing of that keyframe data look like?
So specifically for the blink behavior, what you might want to do is not use the automatic blinking from the face tracker. Assign blinking to the B key, and then you can just, when you record, nail it down. Now, you did bring up the question, how do I edit anything? I mean, it's kind of squirted around it with the blinking.
Performances, and you need the first part of this performance, you need the second part of that performance. There's something that was good, you might want to tweak or use. That's what I'm kind of curious, is if this is just a live action thing, or what kind of a post.
So a lot like audio applications that allow a musician to overdub certain parts, or comp a vocal take from 9 different actual vocal recordings. It's very similar. So right now I'm recording a face tracker performance with this guy, and let me do about 100 frames of it. At this point, I can kind of show you what I've actually recorded. So in this case, I've recorded the face, the lip sync, mouse tracker, key triggers. There's a lot of stuff I actually didn't use, so I probably should have turned those off. But now, I can come again and I can actually do another take. And after that, we do have the ability to, trim and slide those takes. So I could take. So I really should have just had the face tracker on, but we are able to composite takes based on the actual performances.
Last annoying question.